Eddie G. TV. Eddie G TV. Eddie G TV. Eddie G TV. Eddie G TV. I haven't worn this on screen yet. I always like when I got a shirt I haven't worn yet on screen. But on screen so much, it's like fuck, man. Like I hate wearing some of the same shirts all the time. Like
yeah, you just gotta go and grab the rainbow pack from.
All right, so let's start this. So, yo, Eddie G TV, we back another episode. Marky Boy.
Hey, cheers, man. Good to see you.
Thanks for
Yeah, let's get a drink.
Yeah. I'm trying to hydrate right now because I already told you
You had a night.
I had a night.
That's right.
And I fucking pulled myself together and I was like, I got this. And about an hour ago, if we set this for an hour earlier, holy fuck, this would be a different G.
Oh man.
But Marky Boy, so we'll start right off with the current stuff. You got space weather, and
Absolutely.
you're working with. Do you guys got like a group name for the stuff you're doing with Eric?
Eric Provo. He just sticks with the
Yeah.
name. Classic country. Eric Provo. We're just we're the backing band. And, man, he's big time.
So let's start with Eric. So how'd you meet Eric?
Through Roscoe, actually, through Ross Burns. He just contacted us and said, "Hey, I got a guy. This guy's good. He needs a band. You guys are a band. Let's get it together. Let's do this." And I trust Roscoe. He trusts us. We got it together, and it's happening, man.
For sure. Big up to Ross.
Big up.
Big Ross boss. Okay, so so it's you, Ross, Slack, and Eric.
Absolutely, yes. Chris Slack, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back. Known Slack forever. That's how I got introduced to you.
Absolutely, yes.
How long have you known Slack, and how'd you guys meet?
Back in the day, bud. High school.
High school. Okay.
High school. We were boys right off the hop. As soon as we met, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. You guys the same age?
Yeah, I think he's a year younger, maybe. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but same clique, same groups.
What high school?
PJ.
PJ, nice.
Yeah, represent.
yeah. That's where a lot of greats came from PJ.
Absolutely.
For sure. So so how'd you get into music? Like, what was the first thing?
Oh man,
because first thing I heard about you is making beats.
Yeah, it goes back farther than that. Say, like back in grade school, even just there are people hanging around, and man, this guy's real good at playing guitar. We're like 12 years old. Like this guy's blowing my mind. Like, and that's where it all started for me. I begged my parents.
It was guitar?
Grab me a guitar. Yeah. And they finally did, and that's how it went down. It was, all good news since then.
So I know you do a lot of stuff with different instruments, but I don't think I've ever heard like you do you vocal?
Yeah. With I do some vocals. I got another band called Company Picnic, and we're just a cover band. Like right now, we're just doing covers. Is what's happening, but we're gonna branch out, start doing some original stuff. But it's with a bunch of boys from back in the day as well, back in high school. And
nice.
Yeah, good times.
So you do vocals on that?
Yeah.
Nice. Who's all in that band?
Oh, just some boys from back in the day, best buds. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. So you guys been doing a lot of shows.
Absolutely, more shows than practice, man.
I came over and seen you at the Marvelous Lounge over there.
Absolutely, and appreciate it. Thank you.
And like, I remember Slack was saying like he wasn't really too impressed with his performance. He slipped up. I really don't know like the songs that well, but it sounded good to me. Like I was like,
absolute thanks, man.
Because I'm into that like kind of like that funky kind of groove, like the funk, like
Yeah.
I'm into that.
That's the weird thing. You get up there and you hear your own mistakes, or like you're like you hear them more than anybody else does. So you just That I'm sure that's what was happening, but to me it sounded great anyways. So.
It's like like seeing other people like react to your music. Like I know like I've had some like parts like that in songs that I feel is like cringeworthy to me. Like later on, I'm like, oh, I should have done it better than like that. But then like when that part goes by, they're like, yo, that part's like dope. Like, or even like the part that you think is like super dope, like it'll go by, and the next line, which is like, it just something to lead into the next thing.
Yeah,
they'll be like, yo, that line right there. Like when you said this, I'm like, that's the build up, like, you know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
So like being the artist and like being the fan is like you catch different things, right?
For sure, you get in your own head when you're the artist, and sometimes you.
Yeah, sometimes we can be our own worst enemies too.
Exactly,
like, you know?
That's it.
But yeah, you just gotta have the proper people around. Like Ross always says, no yes man.
Oh yeah, man.
Like yeah, he has a good ear too, and like I've told him too. He's played some songs and said, hey, what do you think of this? And I'm like, oh, this part right here, maybe not like, or yeah, I really like this right here.
Yeah.
I think a good criticism of something is if you can say something you like about it and something you don't like about it, not just one-sided.
About space weather?
No, I mean just about like somebody like if you're gonna criticize something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, space weather like the who's the other guy in the band?
Dean.
Yeah. How'd you guys? Is that Slack's?
Yeah, he's related to Dean, and
okay.
He shreds. He's
yeah.
Love.
Okay, so yeah, I know like we're both heavy smokers. Do you like doing the dabs more or the flower?
Well, I have no particular like
or together.
Yeah, either or. I like smoking bud. Bud's good. Yeah.
So yeah, I was just having a conversation with the cab driver last night, and they're talking about like UFOs and shit like that, and like so like you believe in aliens?
It's a possibility. Anything's possible.
I think I think it's kind of naive to think that we're the only intelligent species like this in the universe. For how big the universe they say it is, right?
For sure.
Like for only us to be able to, like, you know, be on this kind of level, like
we can't be the smartest.
No.
There's no way.
And if we are like there has to be something like at least like halfway or close to it, right? Like there has to be another civilization that's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely believe in aliens and yeah, but like I just think they can't get here because the weather, like in space, can't get them here.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what it's all about. It's about the space weather.
So like when they said they went to the moon, and they put the flag in, and it was like waving. Was that the weather that you guys created that made the wave of the flag go?
It's like I said, anything's possible, man. It could have been us.
Yeah, I was definitely talking in the Slack interview about weather in space.
I see.
So like I think if you're on the side of the moon, I think it's cold, but then I think if you're on the side of the sun, it'd be warm, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And do you think it's moist out there?
It's moist right now.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, man. Yeah.
The moisture is real. That's
right.
You know, a lot like that was like one of like voted as like a word that's like people don't like.
Moisture.
Yeah, moist. People don't like that word. Like it's one of the words like people dislike the most.
To each their own.
But man, I love that word.
Yeah.
It just sounds like cool.
Good time, man.
Getting this water in me. I'm gonna be ready for whiskey later on. Yeah. So you always been a beer drinker, liquor drinker?
Not really. more in these days than the past, but that's how it is. Rock and roll.
Oh, with the beer.
Yeah, yeah.
More with the beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Start getting the beer sweats. It happens.
I feel bloated. I feel bloated when I drink too many beers, but like I drink whiskey and I feel like I can do cartwheels. I don't do the cartwheels, but like I feel like I can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes I get some dance moves going on though, and like definitely helps me move. But like when I'm just drinking beer, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, nah, I ain't getting up and dancing right now. I'm just gonna chill here, pass out in the chair, like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Whiskey is like you can pass out on the floor and on some weird angle. Beer, you're just gonna pass out in the chair.
Yeah.
So what upcoming things you guys got for the different bands and shows and stuff like that?
What was this question again?
What kind of things you got coming up for like upcoming shows and
oh man, it's too many to even list now. We got a show coming up this weekend in Langdon, I believe it is. I don't even know the town. See, I'm not part of logistics. I just show up and I play.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. We got a bunch of stuff going on. We're always hanging out at the farm and doing stuff.
See, that's the thing too. Like I find like can really put a strain on an artist. Like being like booking the shows, setting everything up, and like you said, like if you just show up and play. Yeah, it's like it's great, right? Like you just focus on the music, and you're not like focused on 1,000 different things at once.
Exactly.
I think I've only forgot my lyrics on stage once or twice, but one time it was because I was just doing too much. I was running the show, hosting the show.
That's it.
Doing different things. I kind of fucked up the one song, and I was like, "Oh, let's just move on to the next song." And people were like, "No, we want to hear this song." And I was like, fuck, I'm going to fuck this up again.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. But, yeah, so I was just telling you about this thing I seen on the Joe Rogan podcast with the Black Keys.
Yep.
And they were saying, like, for the bundle packages, like, a lot of money goes back to the label, but they can get sales through the bundles of, like, people buying concert tickets, but really they got to give a lot of money back.
Yeah.
So it can make it look like what do you think about that? It can make it look like you're doing really well, but really you're not, or you can do well and not look like you're doing.
Man, I don't know. That's the industry.
Yeah.
Like you gotta take your shots, right? Like choose the right battles, I guess. Point yourself in the right direction instead of just relying on that, I guess. It's hard to.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier about before we got on camera about it's better just kind of like go independent for a long time and push and push and push.
Exactly.
And then present yourself as
exactly. So you have something already in the pocket for them to enjoy, to see, and then like. You made something for yourself, like instead of relying on them or trying to rely on them. Yeah. Holy smokes! Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
I'm usually sweating like a fat man, but I'm not
man.
now.
First time NGTV. I'm gonna grab my fucking sweat rag. Holy smokes! Sorry, bro.
It's all good.
Oh.
All good. Usually I'm sweating like a fat man and like. Oh man,
oh.
Being hungover this morning in that sun, like right when I was leaving, my buddy's like, "Yo, that sun is not your friend right now. You are hungover as shit." Like that sun. Man, there's a couple times I was like, "Fuck man, I don't know if like this sun's gonna make me puke or not." So like, good thing I had a bottle of water on me.
That's it.
So like that saved me. It saved me, you know. The liquids.
You get drinking the beers, you get that beer sweats going on. I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
The moisture saved me, though.
Yeah, that's it. The moisture.
Bring it back to the moisture.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I forget where we were just at.
We were talking about the Black Keys, yeah, and maybe not making what you potentially could be making. Like you can do it for yourself now. Like the way social media is, the way the internet is, you can really make something for yourself. Like you just got to put the time and effort in. There's no way you can get around that. If you put it in, you're gold.
I feel like there's so much like a sense of like honor with that too. Like when people come up to me and like they're like, oh man, I love EDGTV or I love the No Condom podcast. It's like it's like EDGTV I built by myself, and then the No Condom podcast I built with Maloney. But it's just like just us, right? Like
yeah.
And it's like we put in all this work and we built it to a thing. And when people are like, yo, I love that shit, it's like I could feel like it almost be different if like if like you had a machine behind you and and you're like, it's still great for people to recognize your stuff, but when you built it from nothing and like and everything that it is you, it's just a whole different feel, right? Like,
absolutely, man.
Yeah. So so you guys got ideas for albums? Like, are you and Eric, you guys and Eric doing an album or?
There's a EP in the works for sure. I don't know if I like the term EP. I'd rather just say album, but whatever.
Yeah.
We got something in the works for sure. Some originals, and I think they're great. And I can't wait for people to hear them, man. It's gonna be awesome.
I find music went from like a time where people were just putting out so much music.
Yep.
And like they're putting out albums that had like and then they put out an album like 6 months later and just keep pushing music. And I find we're going back to a time where like people are like do the EPs, you're really taking their time with like 5 songs.
Yeah.
Instead of like pumping out 40 and putting them all out there, taking their time with 5.
Yeah.
And I would like an album like thing of like, that's what I like to really get into an artist. Like I really like a full length album. But if the quality isn't going to be there, then I'd rather have the EP and have the quality.
Yeah, for sure. I just it's if you're already putting the work out for the EP, I feel like you might as well just build it into an album or call it an album. Yeah. Like an EP, you're gonna put 6 songs on. Why not make 4 more songs? Like you can put the 4 songs on, call it an album, call it a day.
Yeah, I find like
EPs were more directed towards the industry. I feel like maybe back when you needed an EP was to showcase yourself to the industry.
Kind of like your demo.
Exactly, your demo. You don't really need to do that too much anymore. There's actually a lot of people better reception, I feel, for a full album.
Actually, that's kind of what it was back in the day. Kind of people would bring their EP to the label, and then they'd add it, and then after they got signed, they'd do a couple more songs, and then make it an album.
Yeah. So now there's almost it's redundant to do it almost. I guess in some cases, I don't know. I could be wrong. EPs are great. Who knows?
Yeah, I find it all depends on the artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Like certain people, I'm like,
what's stopping you from putting a 5-song album out though? Why not just call it an album instead of an EP?
Right?
Like, just because it doesn't have the 12 songs that an album would usually have, or whatever, 10 to 12 songs.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter. Just a word. Just call it an album. we're putting albums out, no more EPs.
Well, like the thing with like albums, mixtapes, like EPs and all that. Like a lot of people just say their project.
True.
And nowadays, like that's the new term.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, for sure. Or it could just be like monetary as well. Like it costs more to record more songs than like if you're gonna do it professionally, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And it's way harder with a band because then like you gotta get each instrument recorded.
Yep.
Properly, and let's go through the process of that. Like that's like me. I've always done hip hop, so I just have the beat.
Yep.
And then and I put my vocals on it. Like the mixing and the whole like process of like recording has to be like way different.
Yeah, it's the multi-instrument thing is definitely it's more of a challenge than just the beat and the vocals. But there's a challenge in that too, but like
oh yeah,
it's a group effort, I think, with the band. Like even I feel like in the mixing process and the like for us anyway, we like to all do it as
so like would somebody go first? Like would like the drummer go first or?
Yeah, that's how we lay it down. We lay the drums down first, and then mostly rhythm section. We'll lay the bass down next, and then get the guitarist in there. And we usually try and lay down the vocals last, and get the best we can get, and away we go. Space Weather just finished producing their album actually, so that's
nice.
We're pretty proud of that. So
and
yeah.
When will that be out?
We're still in the process of putting it on like the discs or whatever, but shouldn't be too long. A couple weeks maybe.
Oh, you're putting it on CD?
Yeah.
Are you going to be on the streaming platforms?
I haven't hit any streaming platforms yet, but that's the idea.
Yeah,
that's the idea for sure.
Yeah, because like I have a CD thing on my computer because my computer's old, but like even to give somebody a CD anymore, it's like some people are like, "Oh, how do I even play this?"
Yeah, for sure. It's we were thinking of maybe going like USB dongles or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Just putting the whole album on those and handing those out to people. Dongle. What a stupid word. USB dongle.
USB dongle. Like, what is the? I don't even know what the dongle is. Like I know the USB, obviously.
Yeah. You know, like the thing that you put in and it stores like all your shit.
Oh, you just call that piece like.
It's what's called the fucking dongle.
I never even heard that term before.
Man.
I just call it.
Sorry, I had to do that to you. Because now it's gonna piss you off too.
Yeah,
You're gonna be like,
I'll probably
this is a dongle. What the fuck?
I'll probably still call it like a USB stick. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
HU stick.
I should have said that. My apologies. I went dongle.
Are you guys gonna press any vinyl?
Man, that's the dream. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be real cool. But we're just trying to get the stuff onto like discs or maybe the dongles and get it out there and
because the vinyl is like making like a big comeback. Like
yeah, jeez, like
you go to the record store now, it's like mostly like a big huge section of vinyl.
That's what I'm saying. You go to Sunrise, it's all vinyl.
Yeah.
Like, barely any CDs anymore, man.
Right.
So yeah, maybe we will switch to vinyl.
Like the quality is like really like again.
Yeah.
Good on vinyl.
I'd go vinyl.
Yeah. So the very first cassette tape that I ever bought was Metallica Ride the Lightning.
Nice.
What was your very first
the first
you remember?
The first CD I ever bought, I remember. Beck Mellow Gold. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in I think it was in grade 7, and it was the first purchase I made that I can remember for making for music. That and what was that other shit? The Columbia House where you send away like fucking 1 penny for a CD and you never pay them again.
Exactly.
Exactly. I think I remember getting a bunch of CDs from that, but Beck Mellow Gold was my first one that I was like, yes.
Yeah, I didn't really have a cassette tape. Ride the Lightning, Metallica.
Nice.
Yeah. But you're gonna make a quick cut right here. Boom, back in. Yeah. Just happened just like that. That's like awesome. We're right back. it's crazy how things work, eh?
Yeah, man.
So, if you had to go for an entire week and you can only eat pizza or chicken wings,
Oh man.
entire week.
For me, it'd have to be pizza.
Okay.
Yeah, don't really muck the chicken wings too much. So
No.
no, more of a pizza guy.
Is pizza the best thing ever invented?
It's quite possible. Like I said, anything's possible, man. I feel
The best invention of all time, you think? Pizza?
I feel pizza's. It's up there. It's definitely
Top 5?
up there. Top 5.
Top
easily.
5 dead or alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I should actually make like a list of like top. Actually, I'm gonna say this on the video. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do like a top 20 inventions, in my opinion. And pizza's gonna be in there for sure. Pizza.
If it's not, I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah. Pizza's top 5 for sure, but I gotta do like a top 20. Like
I'll raise a fuss. I will call
yeah.
you and I will raise a fuss if pizza's not included. On your
I'll
list.
just throw a couple out there, just off the top of the head. Big lighters.
Yeah, man. You can't get those see-through like neon green ones.
Yeah.
If somebody like hands me one of those, I just
Yeah.
I throw it. They get so mad at me. I don't even care. I'm like, they're like, here's a light. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Anybody else got a lighter?
Oh, like those are like my mom used it in a let her smoke and put it down on the table, and it was still going.
My dad did the same thing.
Yeah,
In
a
his
huge burn mark on her table.
front pocket, he was like,
in
he's
the
like,
pocket.
man, is a bee stinging me? And he realized his cigarette pack is on fire in his front pocket because that lighter didn't put itself out. Safety measures, folks. Get yourself a Bic.
Yeah, definitely.
This interview brought to you by Bic lighters.
Right? Cut the check. Cut the check.
Cut the check, Bic.
Yeah. We'll just say those two for now, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a video like that. That's gonna be great.
I like it.
Okay, so where can people get at you for if they want to contact the band or
Instagram at space.weather. That's us. That's how you get a hold of us. That's how you find us.
hit them up on the gram?
That's about it. We don't
send the dope.
Maybe we have Facebook. Do we have Facebook? Maybe there's Space Weather on Facebook. Just look us up. Just type us into the search engine and you'll find us.
Yeah. Definitely. So, like, if the weather was right, would you guys do a show in space?
Oh, God. It's the dream, man. That's the dream. Space show.
All right.
Woodstock in space, man.
All right, man. And that being said, we're out of here at EGTV. Done. No.